Scorpio. What are its deepest flaws? Let's dive together into the abysses of the Scorpionic psyche, where emotional intensity reveals its most unavowable and formidable nuances. Scorpio, a mysterious and complex water sign, fascinates as much as it intrigues. But beneath this shell of independence and strength lie deep flaws, shadows that even the most clairvoyant struggle to decipher without total immersion. Prepare to explore the hidden corners of its being, where power and passion can sometimes transform into real challenges, internal spirals that it must learn to master to truly and fully flourish. At the heart of its relationships, Scorpio can manifest a possessiveness that borders on obsession, transforming its ardent and devoted love into a sometimes suffocating constraint for the other. Its visceral fear of betrayal and abandonment, deeply rooted, fuels an intense and sometimes irrational jealousy, pushing it to scrutinize every gesture, every word, searching for signs of unwavering loyalty, or, worse still, clues of disloyalty. This tendency to want to control everything, to want to possess the soul and body of the loved one, can stifle the most sincere and promising bonds, creating an atmosphere of tension where mutual trust is constantly tested and where the air becomes scarce. Make no mistake, a wounded Scorpio is a formidable and unforgettable adversary, for it does not forgive easily, and its grudge is legendary, capable of persisting for years, even decades, like a burning ember under ashes. It has an elephant's memory for past affronts, for perceived injustices, and a latent desire to rebalance the scales, often seeking revenge in a subtle, calculated, but relentless manner. This incessant quest for retribution, this visceral need to return the favor, can consume it from within, diverting it from its own life path and poisoning its thoughts with a persistent bitterness that alters its perception of the world. Scorpio excels in the art of concealment, wrapping its life in an impenetrable veil of mystery that makes any true intimacy difficult for anyone to establish. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to receive your daily horoscope. And for those who want something unique, I've put in the description a link to your personalized horoscope, which I personally create based on your birth date and your first name. Now, let's pick up where we left off. Its innate distrust of the outside world and the intentions of others, which it often suspects of being malevolent, prevents it from opening up fully, creating a protective distance that, paradoxically, isolates it deep within itself. It keeps its true thoughts, its most intimate emotions, and its vulnerabilities deeply buried, making it a real challenge to understand, even for those closest to it who aspire to comprehend it. Thanks to its keen intuition and profound understanding of the mechanisms of human psychology, Scorpio can use manipulation to achieve its goals, often without the other realizing the subtlety of its strategies. It excels at detecting the weaknesses of others, the leverage points, and using them to its advantage, navigating power dynamics with unsettling dexterity and cold logic. This ability to pull strings behind the scenes can sow doubt and mistrust among those who eventually perceive it, eroding the sincerity of interactions and tarnishing its reputation for integrity and transparency, values it nevertheless seeks. Once it has made an unwavering decision or formed an unshakable opinion, it is almost impossible to make it change its mind. So tenacious is its stubbornness, and so profound its conviction. Scorpio clings to its convictions with unyielding strength, perceiving any disagreement or questioning as a personal attack, an attempt to destabilize it, or an insult to its intelligence. This mental rigidity can prevent it from embracing new perspectives, adapting to necessary changes, and seeing the nuances of complex situations, sometimes confining it to outdated thought patterns or emotional impasses. Scorpio knows no half measures. For it, everything is all or nothing, which sometimes pushes it towards extreme reactions and choices, with no compromise possible. Its overflowing passion, its thirst for intensity, can lead it to dizzying emotional heights or abyssal depths, where nuance is absent and where the consequences are often disproportionate, even dramatic. This tendency to excess, although a source of great achievements when channeled, can also lead to abrupt breaks, violent confrontations, or deep crises that exhaust its surroundings. But these shadows, however intense they may be, are merely distorted reflections of its immense inner power and its capacity for rebirth, facets to be tamed to transcend challenges and embrace its true essence. Understanding Scorpio's flaws is to embrace the fascinating complexity of its deep and mysterious soul, to recognize that even in the densest darkness lie the seeds of powerful transformation and unparalleled strength, calling for balance, authenticity, and profound wisdom. This was Talia. Feel free to subscribe. You'll find in the description a link to your personalized horoscope, which I create myself based on your date of birth and first name. See you soon.